Monica Humple, and I'm a Master Certified Coach, and this is a series I'm doing. It's Q&A. These are questions asked in my Facebook group for women who are betrayed and choosing to stay and heal their relationship. These are great questions, and I thought to myself that perhaps some of you who watch my channel may have the same questions. So these are shorter videos in the hopes you can get through them a little quicker and get the help you need a little faster. So the question for this episode is this. I'm 10 months since D-Day. I'm struggling with reminders of where we were a year ago. I'm so grateful we have made it and we are happy, but I'm fearful of the next few months as they were so intense a year ago. Any suggestions to refocus on the present and how to deal with the flashbacks? Okay, this is that dreaded D-Day anniversary. I've talked about this in other videos, and I'll actually tag my video on the end of this if you'd like to stick around and watch it about how to manage that D-Day anniversary. But around months 11 to 13 can be really hard, and this is why we start remembering back when we didn't know. I'm actually recording this in between Thanksgiving and Christmas. Holidays. Back when holidays were fun, and you didn't have a worry in the world, and you trusted your significant other, and you guys seemed happy, and everything was great. Part of your grief is going to be very triggered because you're remembering what you've lost. It's hard. It's very, very hard. This person reading this, I can tell that she's already amping up, right? When we know that D-Day anniversary is coming up, we start to really worry and get stressed out about it. So my first recommendation is try really hard, if you're able, to not gear yourself up. Try not to create more anxiety around it than there should be. You don't know, quite frankly, how you're going to respond. I have clients who let D-Day come and go, and they were kind of sad the day of, but they managed. I have other clients who did a lot worse than that, and I've got most of them somewhere in between. You don't know how you're going to be, so try not to self-sabotage and focus on it so intensely and worry about it so much that you create something that may not have been there in the first place. I would recommend, because the question was here, how to live in the present and deal with the flashbacks. Living in the present requires intentionality. By intentionality, I mean you need to focus on your moment right now. I've talked about the color strategy and the 5 senses strategy, which is really a temporary fix. But other things you can do is to hyper-focus on what's right in front of you. If you're talking with someone, as they're talking to you, I want you to hang on their every word. Really ingest what they're saying. Don't start thinking about how you're going to respond. Really practice intentional listening, okay? If you are driving your car, start really focusing on the mechanics of driving a car. Start paying very close attention to the cars around you. If you're with your children, oh, this is the most fun. Really lean in. Play a pretend game with your child. Play hide and go seek. Do something where you are so focused on what you're doing. The key to being present is to be present, is to be intentional about it. And when you find your mind drifting off, you pull it right back. This is a practice, not something I think we wake up in the morning being really good at. I don't know too many people who are super awesome at being present in the moment. I'm not. So I have to be intentional about it. You can do that too. That's really the best way to be present and not continuously roll over in your mind, all of these flashbacks. And when you do get a flashback, depending on where you are, and this person's 10 months after D-Day, when you get a flashback, it could be helpful if you start to see that flashback differently. Try not to see it as, I'm so super sad I don't have that anymore, and instead maybe look at it as, I'm really glad I had that. I'm so glad we had that time together. It's reminiscent of if you lost a loved one and you see pictures of them and you're super sad. But over time, you actually start to look at a picture and you smile, right? You remember it differently. You're not grieving the person in the photo as heavily. You are instead choosing to remember fondly the time you had with them. This is very similar. Our grief that we're going through is very similar to the loss of a loved one, okay? Because we've lost a lot, right? All right, I hope that helps. And if you're going through that, I'm so sorry. And hey, just be kind to yourself if you're facing your D-Day soon, okay? Be kind to yourself. Don't get yourself all worked up if you can avoid it. Just be kind to yourself, okay? You really don't know how you're going to respond. All right, be sure to grab the freebies below. Join the Facebook group if you are a woman who stayed after infidelity, and schedule that free consultation if you're looking for a coach, okay? All right, I'll catch you on the next Q&A.